After one chaotic hour of sole practice on the Shanghai International Circuit, one painful truth stands out. Mercedes has just dropped a nuclear weapon on the entire 2026 grid. George Russell's 1.32741 wasn't just quick, it was a statement. He left rookie teammate Kimi Antonelli only 120,000th of a second behind in second, and defending champion Lando Norris gasping 0.555 seconds back in third. The Silver Arrows locked out the front row before most teams had even finished their first soft tire runs. But here's the macro cliffhanger that will keep you glued until sprint qualifying tonight. This isn't just FP1 pace, this is the first crack in the dam, and if the paddock's worst-kept secret about Mercedes' hidden advantage leaks before the lights go out, the entire championship could explode in real time. The bombshell data point: Russell's final soft tire lap was 7/10ths clear of the field the moment times flashed up, half a second to Norris, nearly a second to both Ferraris. On a sprint weekend with exactly 60 minutes and no second chance, Mercedes walked out with a 1-2 nobody predicted after winter testing. The real mystery is why. Why did the W17 suddenly find that extra deployment down Shanghai's 1.2-kilometer backstraight while everyone else was still scratching for grip? Was it the new 2026 power unit calibration? Tire temperature magic? The data screams one thing: Mercedes arrived with something the rest of the grid didn't, and the unanswered question hanging over the paddock is how much of that advantage is legal and how much is about to get investigated. Behind the garage doors, a quiet war has been raging for months. The secret advantage: an ultra-precise energy recovery system mapping that lets the new hybrid unit deliver its full 350-kilowatt electric boost for longer than anyone else on the straights, exactly what Shanghai punishes. Toto Wolff has been fighting tooth and nail to keep the 2026 sustainable fuel regulations loose. Rivals, McLaren, Red Bull, Ferrari, have been quietly feeding the stewards data packets trying to force a clampdown. If Mercedes wins this political battle, we could be looking at hybrid-era dominance all over again, except this time the rest of the grid starts already on the back foot. Enter the 18-year-old rookie nobody gave a chance, Kimi Antonelli. While the veterans played it safe on mediums, the Italian teenager made the boldest call of the session, switched early to softs, copied Russell's brake bias but cranked the differential lock 8% higher in the low-speed hairpins. That tweak let him carry 12 kilometers per hour more through turns 1 and 2 without sliding. Suddenly, the kid who was supposed to be learning has turned a potential P4 into a 1.32861, just 0.120s off his teammate. Mercedes' internal pecking order could flip before Melbourne is even a memory. The tragedy: Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time champion in Ferrari Red, locked the rears at turn 6, spun into the gravel, then got caught in a wheel-to-wheel scrap with Norris at the final corner, where bodywork flew and stewards immediately noted him for causing contact. Hamilton ended up 0.858 seconds off the pace in 6th. You could feel the weight as he climbed out with his helmet still on. How much patience does the most decorated driver in history have left when his new team is this far adrift in the only session that matters? Sitting in a drawer at FIA headquarters is an emergency plan that's never been publicly confirmed: the Sprint Data Sharing Protocol. If any manufacturer shows a clear performance anomaly in the sole practice of a sprint weekend, stewards can force limited telemetry sharing for 24 hours. Activating it would hand McLaren, Red Bull, Ferrari the exact blueprint of Mercedes' ERS mapping overnight. The plan is still in the drawer, for now. One more dominant session and that drawer gets opened. Shanghai is the grand metaphor for the 2026 power shift. Mercedes is hiding an ERS advantage that could dominate the season. Antonelli's rookie gamble just proved raw talent can still trump experience. Hamilton's Ferrari nightmare is bleeding into the championship picture, and the FIA's secret protocol sits ready to blow everything open. The ultimate questions heading into sprint qualifying: will Mercedes' nuclear pace survive when fuel loads drop and tires go off, or will the FIA trigger the protocol and hand every rival the nuclear codes? Can 18-year-old Antonelli keep his nerve under the full weekend spotlight? How many more spins can Lewis Hamilton survive before Ferrari loses faith? And if Norris turns his 0.555-second deficit into a sprint win tonight, does the championship leader suddenly look vulnerable for the first time all year? When the lights go out for the sprint, we'll finally discover whether Mercedes' advantage is pure genius engineering or something the stewards are about to outlaw before the weekend is even over. This is the paddock. This is the intelligence. This is where the real race begins.